I'm going to walk you through the VIP Creative Cloud licensing process. To begin, you need to discuss VIP with your customer. When you have an opportunity, you need to ask the following questions. Firstly, do they have an existing VIP Creative Cloud agreement? If yes, are Softcat the incumbent? If they are, you can move directly to the Add License section of this video. If Softcat isn't the incumbent, you need to ask your customer the following questions. Do they have an annual business agreement in place? Or do they have a monthly agreement directly with Adobe? If they have an annual agreement, ask them to complete the Change of Reseller form. This form is found on the Adobe SharePoint page under Useful Documents. Ask your customer to fill out this form, email it directly to Adobe, and request that Softcat become their new incumbent. This will take 24 to 48 hours to be processed, and you will receive a notification once it's completed. Their agreement and process remains the same. It's simply just changing the incumbent from their current supplier over to Softcat, so we can manage their agreement going forward. You can now move to the Add License section of this video. If they have a monthly agreement, your customer will need to cancel this directly with Adobe, as Softcat can set them up a new VIP subscription at any point, which I'll explain in my next step. If your customer doesn't have an existing VIP agreement in place, we need to set them up a new one. This can be done by the Adobe Reseller Console, and any sales support can add new customers to our portal. Setting up a new agreement through the Adobe Reseller Console. You need to click the Add button in the top right corner, and this is where you input your customer's information. Once you've completed this data, you need to send the invite to your customer. This will trigger an email invitation from Adobe to your customer's email address. This is where your customer will need to enroll onto a new agreement and set up their login. Once they've done this, they'll have immediate access to their portal. The customer now needs to add the license via their portal before we can process the order. Customers can assign the license to an end user, download, and use the application straight away. You will receive a seat confirmation notifying you that your customer has made a purchase authorization by adding a license via their portal. You now have 30 days to process this order. If an order is raised in error or your customer no longer requires this license, we can remove this via the Adobe Admin Console within 30 days of the Adobe authorization date. However, if you don't process the order within 30 days, your customer's portal will be suspended. They will not be able to add any additional licenses until the overdue license is processed our end. There is no way of removing this license without processing it first. For new orders, ensure you have the seat confirmation. You need to input this information into the purchase instructions. This includes their VIP agreement number, anniversary date, the duration, and the generated PO number. Purchasing cannot process orders without this information, so it's really important you provide this. For renewal orders, you simply need the PO from the customer. The customer doesn't need to action anything via their portal prior to this. Once you've placed the order, the existing licenses will renew for another 12 months with no disruption. If you place a partial renewal, the unwanted licenses will expire and drop from your customer's portal 30 days after their anniversary date. Ask a sales support for your customer's renewal summary. This includes your customer's licenses and the part code you need to use. When processing the order, ensure you are using the part code from the right price file. Firstly, go onto the Adobe SharePoint page and see the different price files. You have Education and Charities, Commercial, and Government. This is where you'll find all the different price files. We're looking at VIP Creative Cloud. First of all, you need to filter by the product family column. Secondly, scroll across to the product type column. Then finally, scroll across to the level detail column. This is the level the agreement is on. It depends on how many licenses are currently on your customer's portal. For example, level 1 is 1 to 9 licenses. And this is the SKU you need to use to quote. And this is the monthly cost. So you'll need to multiply this by the duration left on your customer's agreement. You can use the VIP duration calculator to work this out. Finally, you've now processed and fulfilled your order. and all licenses are now prorated to the anniversary date. For more information, please refer to the Adobe SharePoint page under the Frequently Asked Questions tab.